Raise your hand if you've ever stayed up till 1 a.m. studying, going completely crazy about deadlines, and just want to run away to a quiet cabin in the woods. Well, that feeling, that constant fatigue, it's called burnout. And based on my research from academic journals and psychological health, I'll explain the factors that turn stress into a state of burnout. But before we talk about the causes, let's establish what we're actually talking about. And according to the foundational research done by Macintosh and colleagues in the 1996 Macintosh Burnout Inventory, there are three main components. Alright, so then the first main component we're going to go over is exhaustion. And exhaustion is going to be the feeling of overextended and exhausted by studies. You're just overworking, overdoing it, too many hours. And then there's going to be cynicism, which is the measurement of distance you feel towards your studies. So you start to feel mad or disengaged with your studies when you don't do well or when you feel frustrated. And then lastly, there's going to be the professional efficiency, which measures the satisfaction with accomplishments. So this means, like, if you do bad on a test, you're going to feel bad about yourself. If you do good on a test, you're going to feel good about yourself. But you're just measuring your worth based on your grades, kind of. And so, now that we understand the three components of cynicism, exhaustion, and personal efficiency, we're going to go over the causes. So, the causes of burnout are going to be the very heavy workload mixed with the high expectations and maintaining your GPA and trying to get those scholarships in and keeping an eye out for future opportunities. And then that's going to be also, so heavy workloads mixed with the erosion of well-being, which is going to be sleep deprivation and lack of boundaries. Lack of boundaries meaning that those nights when you're staying up at 1 a.m. to get that assignment in before the deadline, you're mixing those boundaries of home and school life together, which then causes the sleep deprivation. And so now that we know the factors of, or the causes of the workload and the erosion of well-being, what are the effects of these causes? Let's go over those. And these health impacts are going to be from Mayo Clinic. And the first one's going to be the physical decline, meaning that you don't get enough sleep, you're not eating the right foods, you're not getting all the nutrition that you need, so you're going to be sleep deprived or more prone to getting sick. And then the second one is going to be emotional decline, because you're attaching your feelings to those assignments, those tests, those exams, and if you do bad, you're not going to be doing you're not going to be feeling okay, you're not going to be feeling great about yourself. And that's also going to be mixed with the academic breakdown, meaning that you're just not doing well, you don't do that well, you're giving poor quality, you're disengaged, and that's also going to be mixed with like kind of a contradicting thing called perfectionism, which is striving for extremely high and unrealistic performance when you're already in a overworkload and you're still striving for that perfectionism. So the effects are those health impacts and work quality, or poor work quality. And so now that we've established that college burnout is a severe challenge defined by exhaustion, cynicism, and personal efficiency, and we've define the causes of academic work, overworkload, and erosion of well-being, we can now see the measurable, real effects of the health impacts and poor quality in work. And now that you can identify these things in yourself and see when you're maybe overworking or attaching yourself maybe too close to your studies, you can see that this is a real thing. Student burnout is a real thing, and now you know what it is, what the causes are, what the effects are, Now hopefully you can strive and be better in school.